Good day, everyone. Welcome to the United Watchtower, where you get your latest Manchester United news, updates, previews, and reactions to matches. Please subscribe to this video. Let's help the channel grow. Please like, share. If this is your first time, you're welcome. So like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, we have a lot of things to unpack today. We'll be talking about dissecting if the latest issues we're having, if it's the tactical issue or the player issues. I mean, we know we're not happy about the match against Grimsby. That was a new low, like I said in my last video. So many wrongs, so many things to unpack, negative things. Anyway, I couldn't see one positive thing from that match, but I've decided to have a critical look into our squad, into our trainings, into the characters of the players and the manager and the management in general, and try and pick out a positive or a shining light. So for this video, we'll be dissecting Amorim's tactics and also our player mentality. All right, so let's dive straight into it. Now, first thing we'll be asking, because we have played 3 matches this season, and for the 3 matches, I want to know, did we go wrong in the tactics? I mean, for Arsenal, we understand that that's a big club, so Amorim playing his preferred formation against Arsenal was a given. Anyway, and there were a lot of positives we could get from that match. Like I said in my video, if you watch that, a lot of positives we could get from that match. But our second match against Fulham, which was a lesser team compared to Arsenal anyway, using such tactics, is it? Well, I wouldn't blame him for that, because you played well using that formation, same tactics against Arsenal. So why not replicate it against Fulham? But now it didn't work well against Fulham, a lesser team who definitely have a low block. They won't come out of the woodwork like Arsenal. They were not as gifted as the Arsenal players. Tactics didn't work. And now against Grimsby, a little team, we use the same tactics. I mean, I watched a lot of videos, Sky Sports, Talk Sport, and they talked about, okay, Grimsby being a small team and Amorim using 5 defenders, or let's say 3 defenders instead of 2 centre backs, 3 centre backs. And I looked at it, and they have a point. They do have a point. But when you look at it from Amorim's perspective, he's trying to make something work. He's trying to create something with the team. So when they go into the training section every day, playing the same tactics, the same formation, and trying to make it work, now trying to create an identity for the team, I don't see why he should change that. The only way the players can get used to that structure, to that tactics, is by playing same formation, same group of players, same team members over and over again, and then they'll build an understanding of the tactics, an understanding of the individuals they're playing alongside with. So I do not fault Amorim for using the same formation or same tactics, but where I have a problem is, I don't know if he's stubborn. Because after the match against Fulham, when the Fulham players were interviewed, they said they understand his tactics and they were able to counter it because it was easy for them to understand. Now, when you look at that, those such statements, what was the next thing to do? Switch things up. Switch things up. Confuse the opponent. But no, we came out the same way against Grimsby, and then we were flawed. So I am stuck. I don't know. Was the tactics wrong? You just have to tell. I know it's just 2 games into the Premier League season, but this is a real eye-opener. I think Amorim needs to look at this and then try and switch things up when playing against teams. I mean, I remember when coaches play to the strength of the opponents. When they look at the opponent's formation, they look at what the opponents are good at, they look at the individual players that the opposition or the opponent has, and then they try and counter it. But nowadays, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the coaches are quite stubborn, going from Ten Hag, who wanted to play or stick to his system, to Amorim wants to stick to his system, and even Pep Guardiola. And yes, Pep Guardiola has been successful, but I think he has set the pace now in which other young managers want to follow, and they are so stubborn in their ways that they don't look at the wider picture. If this opponent has a better winger than your wing back, counter. Do not stick in your way that, oh, my wing back must keep pressing high. No, you play to the strength of your opponents. There should be a balance. Well, that's my take concerning tactics. And now the next question we'll ask now is, are the senior players letting the team down? In Manchester United, I think we do still have senior players. We can call Bruno a senior player. Casemiro definitely a senior player. He has so many trophies, has so many game time under his belt. Um, we can call Onana a senior player. This is his third season, so definitely he's a senior player. We our defender started the match from the beginning of the match. I quite why did I forget his name now? Why? Luke Shaw is a senior player, definitely, and definitely senior player. So are these players letting the team down? I mean, forget about the match, forget about on the pitch play now. In the training, in the locker rooms, are these senior players, are they speaking to the younger ones? Are they speaking to the new incomings? Are they trying to create a harmony, a conducive environment for everybody? Is there unison? Is there, I don't know, because these senior players are supposed to lead by example. So are they actually doing this? Because if they are, then the likes of Ganacho, Sancho, Malasia, Anthony, we won't be having these issues. Even Kobe Meno, we won't have these issues because there will be somebody in the locker room who will speak to him, who he listens to, who he looks up to, that will advise him that, okay, this needs to be handled a certain way. That's off the pitch. Now, on the pitch, are the senior players performing? Honestly, the last three matches, I can't pinpoint a senior player who has actually done well. I mean, Maguire did okay. I mean, he's the only player I can say he did okay when he was put in. He was one I was trying to remember anyway. So he's a senior player. He is the only one I can pinpoint that did okay. But even at that, that's not good enough for the standard. I mean, for the 4 5 years he has been at Man United, he has actually done the bare minimum. So that's what we're talking about. Are these senior players leading? Are they showing the younger ones the incomes, new intakes? Are they showing them exactly the United way? These are questions we need to put to them. Now, what are the mentality and responsibility? Player versus manager. What are the mentality? I mean, I can look at the players against Grimsby and I can see that they've all down to the well. In fact, in the first kick off the match, our mentality was poor. The players were not pushing hard, they were not pressing higher. They seem to have lost their way. I mean, that if you look at the penalty shootout, Amorim wasn't even looking at the penalty kicks. I don't know if he was scared or he just gave up. I just don't know. So that's the mentality of the coach now. I don't know. I need to understand if he felt that, oh, these players are not good enough to win the kick out, the shootout, or he felt so tense that he couldn't watch it. I don't know. What was his mentality state at that point in time? I know he's a young coach, right? And I don't think he has gone through such pressure because let's be frank, Manchester United is a huge step up from Sporting Lisbon. You rank United with the likes of Real Madrid. You rank Sporting Lisbon with the likes of Fulham. Exactly. So has he been able to, what you might call it, evolve to the state mentally where he is confident enough to handle every pressure coming out of this big club? Are the players willing to play for him? I mean, we'll talk about his post-match interview after this video. That says a lot about his mentality also. And the players, I will just say that they are not just good enough. Mentally, they are not Manchester United. They don't show character. So that's them anyway. So I don't know. There are a lot of questions and there are a lot of answers we need. But like I said, this is just the beginning of the season. Let's see what happens. Let's see what unfolds. But I am still behind this club. I am still behind the players. I feel we can turn this around. It's not the first time. Yes, it's not the first time that we crumbled or have crumbled at the beginning of the season. So we shouldn't be shocked. It was always expected. I'm sorry, I did expect it. But I feel that we're going to turn our season around. Now, at what point are we going to turn our season around? I am not sure. I don't know, but I hope it's very, very soon. With all the negativity coming out from the press about this club, Amorim has to step up against our next match, which is Burnley. Anything short of a win is going to explode the media. I mean, this is what they like. This is what the mainstream media like. Going after big club. I mean, right now they are hoping that something happens, a negativity happens, a loss or a draw, and then they already have their headline typed already. So we just need to back our team at this point in time. Manchester United fans need to come together and back this team. Forget about what other fans are saying, Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans, Man City fans. Forget about what they are saying. We need to back our team. Okay? The UK fans, you guys are there. We need to back our team. Alright, they need us at this point in time. I have the belief that they are going to turn the season around. So just keep our fingers crossed. Okay. Alright. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Like I said, like and subscribe for other videos, and then see you in the next one. Bye.